what's really nice about it too is when you find the right pothole where these fish have come off the flats, because it gets real cold in the evening, and that shallow water, they try to go into these deeper potholes to stay warm. That's how they stay alive. And if you find the right pothole, it could be just like fish in a barrel, one after another.
You got to figure, to get in here, we hit bottom. You can see the birds. They're walking in about 3 inches, 4 inches of water, and then we're sitting in about, 3 to 4 feet of water?
Up to 6 feet of water.
So all this shallow area where normally the trout would be hanging on the grass flats, they have to move into deep water in order to find a place. Plus, it's the only warm spot in the area. So we're going to give it a shot. I think George is trying his MirrOlure. Which one are you using, George?
Yeah, I've got the MirrOlure with the skin series with the sea eyes. Right now I gotta see how these fish react. It might be still a little too cool for the hard plastic, where the soft plastic will get down to the bottom and they can really work it slow. So I might have to switch, but I'm gonna start off with this just to see how it goes. And we've got a variety of soft plastics too.
And then Larry and I are gonna be using the Saltwater Assassin. And like he said, we're gonna work it real slow. And we hope that the trout will turn on. Let's give it a shot. Now, this is real pretty today. Water's nice. Just a little breeze. Gonna warm up to about 73, it says, maybe. I just had a bump right there.
He's a little guy. I don't get many this size in here, but he's a start. There you go. We'll let him swim again.
Let's get a picture of right there.
Oh, he's a smaller fish.
All right, bring him in.
The MirrOlure's a little different than using soft plastic and a jig head. The soft plastic and jig head, they can go right down to the bottom where the trout are, and they're jigging up a couple times and letting it sink, and then it goes down to the bottom, and on that sink a lot of times when they'll get the hit. So with the MirrOlure, I'm casting out and I'm letting it go down to the bottom. I gotta wait a little bit. It's a light MirrOlure. Once it gets to the bottom, then I'm twitching a couple times and then letting it sink, reeling a little bit, twitching a couple times, so I'm getting a nice flash from the sun. You can actually see my lure as it gets closer to the boat. That flash is what's giving me my hit. A little different than a soft plastic, but it's working. I'm just glad that they're active enough to chase a hard plastic. There we go.
That was 18.
There we go, over here.
Okay, good. You got a little rag somewhere hanging on that deck, hang on the side of me down there.
All right, looks like the trout are active enough.
Okay.
The MirrOlure, I got the
Killed them in December, but then they disappeared. I bet the battery got a bunch of them.
Sea Eyes Skin Series. Oh, there's a catch and release, but that's the lure I'm getting on right now. Little MirrOlure Skin Series with the Sea Eyes, and it's doing really good. I'm really happy that the trout are being active today, so I'm not really working as slow as you think we would need to for the coldness of the water.
There we go. That's a better one. Got the bend in that one.
Yeah, that's a better one. That little Saltwater Assassin, I tell you.
A great bait.
You can't beat them. That's it now. Beautiful.
And especially a little swimmer tail. You just don't work it much. And they like that in here. That's a nice fish. I guess I'm going to have to get the net out. That's close to 20 inches.
Look at that. Look at that. That's a nice fish. Let's see if we can go. Let's see. There we go. Yeah. Now that's a nice fish. We'll do this.
Nice. 19-inch trout there, Sergio.
And I'll tell you, it's that greenish motor oil color, and I got red specks in it that Saltwater Assassin has. And I mean, it's been a killer. That's a really nice trout. Look at that.
Wow, what a beautiful day.
Right there. You see that? Right next to the boat. Right here. I mean, the thing was only about 10 feet from the boat.
Got one behind.
Yeah, and there was one right behind this. Look, there's another one. Look at him. There's another trout right behind this one.
Look at that tap right next to the boat. Yeah, a lot of times that's the trick too. You throw right back in where they're following, and you can catch those fish that are following.
You know what I like them this time of the year? They're fat. They got their winter coat on. And well, that's another nice sized fish right there. Look at that. That's another healthy fish.
He's a good 19, 18 and a half, 19.
Yeah, all these are nice fish right here.
Pounds.
Yeah, look at that.
Great eating too.
Look at that, boy. They just
They're laying
love.
his hole right here.
They just love that color.
He just
right
came
there.
up and hit it again.
There's a hole right here.
You can see.
And there, yeah. Well, I was bringing mine in. There was another one following it. Another one? All right.
Yeah, they're close to the boat.
And you caught me. We're laying in this little pothole.
All right.
There we go.
There he is. Got it. He's hitting right here. They're laying right here.
Now they're laying real close to the boat.
You had to look at it. George flopping on my look. I'm moving the lure up and he's flashing it.
Nice.
19 inches now, and now it's debatable on the FWC side whether you keep 6 here or 3.
There's another one. There's another one. Oh, we got 2 on it at a time.
Let's get a triple.
All right, we're go. Come on, there we
Get
go.
out here, see if we can get a triple.
All right, there we go. George got one on the. He's using the little MirrOlure,
Yep.
skin color, and I'm using the Saltwater Assassin.
Yeah, I'm gonna switch to MirrOlure. I've got it and hit it a good minute.
Well, they're hitting these good. They're hitting.
Hold on a minute.
Yeah. You got one? There we go. We got 3 on. Hold on to that one. There we go.
Yeah, Sergio.
We will have it. I got pliers right up there. I put them on you.
Okay.
Put that out. Edit that out.
This one out of the way. Here you go, Larry.
Okay.
Grab that one. Let's get the.
Oh, you'll come up front here. 3 pictures right here.
We're ready.
Send me any pictures you take too. But
There we go. I gotta get in there. Got it?
There we go.
3 of them. All at one time, guys. Using nothing but artificial. MirrOlure and Saltwater Assassin. Those to show you.
Yep.
Didn't have to get up early and try to find some bait. Didn't have to buy any bait. This is the way to go.
I love it when I don't have to throw the cast net.
All right. Yeah. Let's get them in the water. So with the MirrOlure, it's a little different than using soft plastic and a jig head. The soft plastic and jig head, they can go right down to the bottom where the trout are, and they're jigging up a couple times and letting it sink, and then it goes down to the bottom, and on that sink, a lot of times we'll not get the hit. So with the MirrOlure, I'm casting out, and I'm letting it go down to the bottom. I gotta wait a little bit. It's a light MirrOlure. And once it gets to the bottom, then I'm twitching it a couple times, and then letting it sink, reeling a little bit, twitching a couple times. So I'm getting a nice flash from the sun. You can actually see my lure as it gets closer to the boat. That flash is what's giving me my hit. A little different than a soft plastic, but it's working. I'm just glad that they're active enough to chase a hard plastic.
I thought about producing. There it is.
There you go, right on cue.
Right. And they're all really close to the boat.
Oh, are, yeah.
I mean, I'm throwing way out there, but all my hits have been close to the boat. And if
Another nice one.
Yeah, that's another nice one. Look at this. Look at that. Can't see it fall on any fish. I mean, this is a big fat mama. I tell you, it's heavy.
You see the weight, yeah. Nice, healthy.
And well, a couple of the things is we're throwing away from the boat so we can start working it. And apparently what happens is we're on the edge of this drop off of this hole. And the trout seem to be sitting right as the water starts coming, as the ground comes up. So we notice that most of the bites are close to the boat.
Right here.
But you got to be able to throw far enough away to start working that your MirrOlure or your Saltwater Assassin. And I tell you, I always knew that this color, anything that's always has some red glitter in it, it's been one of my favorites. Oh, and you can see all the scratches on the side of the soft bait right there from all the bites. But we already pulled 15, 20 trout out of this spot.
Hey guys, that's with zero tide movement.
I had a good hit. I'll put you.
They'll be shooting.
Might catch a nice fish. Good.
Well,
That's a nice fat one.
yeah, have a,
Thank you, brother.
yep, a little net action going on there.
Yeah, I hate when you get plugs in the net.
Yeah. Would you get them on, George?
A nice hole in his mouth. The other thing, folks, when you're fighting a trout,
The net is tangled up.
you see this hole in the mouth, how big it is?
There we go.
Never let up. Never pump your rod fighting a trout. Same thing with the snook. You can pump a redfish, but if you do, that hook pulls through. That's why they're called weak fish.
Yep.
It isn't because they're weak, it's because they have a tender mouth.
And you want to do a continuous steady reel, keep your rod. The bait thing, basically keep a bend in your pole. You keep a bend in the rod, nice steady pressure, it keeps that hook. A lot of people keeps it tight in their mouth, and a lot of people will fish barbless, with no barbs on there, and they'll still catch just as many trout. It's just the point of keeping that pressure on there. A lot of times you'll lose them right by the boat, they'll shake and they'll throw the hook out. We're releasing everything today, so if that happens, we really don't care right now. It's just the point of catching fish and having fun. All right, so what I'm using is Saltwater Assassin. This is a sea shad, and it's the color is Texas Roach. So it's got a dark back, clear with gold glitter, and the chartreuse tail. So it's got a lot to catch the sunlight and flash. So it's got a lot of action. And on top of that, I'm putting on today. I'm using Procure's Trophy Trout. So it's a gel. I'm putting that on there for scent. The last large trout I caught was on this lure right here, and it actually took it. It sank down, hit the bottom. I didn't even jig it, and it hit it. So it was either that it's seeing it sinking and it's easy prey, or the scent also may have attracted it to bite that lure. But I didn't even work it, and it took it. Now, when you put these soft plastics on the jig heads, depending on what kind of jig head you're using, some have a screw that you screw the soft plastic onto, and that'll hold it from coming back off the jig head. Some of the jig heads have barbs. So if they have the barb style, what you do is once you get your lure into position and you have it straight, you want to take where the barbs are and you want to squeeze your lure real hard right down onto the barbs. You can see this one actually pop through. A lot of times, most of the time they won't pop through, but that goes to show you that you're getting that barb to cut into the plastic, and that'll hold your lure on better so that you can get more strikes before it starts wanting to come back off.
That's a teeny baby one there. But look how hungry this one was. He ate that. Look at that. He had that hook all the way in his mouth. That. Yeah, but you see the glitter on that Saltwater Assassin? That's what's getting up for me. I think bring a glitter like that.
About all I use. Like,
Well, I like it.
ready for a net?
No, wait a minute. It's way out there too.
Sometimes it don't come up. It might be a rent.
No, there he comes down. Oh yeah, he's shaking his head. It's a nice trout. I can see him. You got one too? All right, we got two on.
Triple.
All right, oh tree. Come on, let's.
Coming right behind you.
Sergio's got a nice one on.
You got one?
I got a nice one on myself. Got the double going on here.
Oh, that's
That's a nice one right there. That might be a net fish.
yeah, that's a net.
Yeah,
That's 20 incher.
No, that's a nice one.
Right behind you. Hope to watch out.
Here.
That's a nice trout right there.
It's a nice trout.
Yeah. Well, he inhaled it. Look at
Yeah,
that.
that's a 19 and a half. 19.
Yeah, look. Nice fish. Yeah. Get over here, George. Here.
He's those bass assassins up.
Yeah, man. I tell you.
There we go.
Nice fish. Nice big fish.
Be careful with the trout. They got some big fangs on them. You want to see what this looks like?
Look at that.
Pretty yellow mouth.
Nice.
Beautiful fish.
All right, we're going to go back in the water with them.
Right now in the area that we're fishing, the trout is open, but you got to be careful about restrictions because there's a lot of places right now that the trout is closed. Plus, you got a limit. You got 3 fish that you can keep. One can be over 19, but it's got to be 15 to 19 inches. 3 fish per person. One of those can be over 19.
Sergio, that's a good point you're bringing up because some people, they got to watch where they're fishing and there's a boundary line. And what's really good is if you go to FWC, there's an app called Fish Rules, which is great because you download it to your phone has GPS in it, and then what'll happen is wherever you're fishing, when you pull up the rules, it goes by your GPS coordinates and it will tell you where you're at, what the rules are. So it'll tell you if the trout are open in this area, or if you move, it'll tell you no, they're closed in this area. And it does it automatically by the GPS.
The white belly, glitter and the tail's called the fried chicken.
Fried chicken. You fell for the fried chicken, buddy.